This is a special course that we have set up here to showcase the off-road capabilities of this all-new 2026 Honda Passport. So the cool thing is I got some B-roll earlier, so I'm going to show you as I go along the course. Welcome to Drive Culture. I'm Jonathan Rivers, and today we have the 2026 Honda Passport TrailSport Elite. And I'm going to tell you why this is one of the most off-road, rugged, and capable vehicle that Honda has ever made. So we'll go over the exterior, the interior, the powertrain, and we'll even take this thing for a drive. So if this is content you're after, or you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that bell to subscribe to come back for more. And with that, let's get after it. Now, this is the second generation of the Honda Passport. Now, if you guys remember the first generation of the Passport, it was, again, basically a two-row, kind of smaller Honda Pilot. But boy, for this second generation, they took things to the next level. So it really starts with an entirely new, bold design for Passport, right? And it pretty much changed everything, guys. It's an all-new platform. There's a new engine, there's a new infotainment, there's new design, and most importantly, like I said, this is one of the most off-road capable vehicles that Honda has ever made. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick exterior walk around, a quick peek into the interior, and then even take this thing for a drive on this guy right behind me here. And of course, later on, we'll come back and do an entire new video that does our typical full walkthrough for you. So let's go ahead and check out the exterior. All right, guys, here we are with the exterior of the 2026 Honda Passport TrailSport Elite. And, if you guys can't tell right off the bat, it's a complete departure from that first gen Passport. And here we have it in platinum white pearl, which I like the new colors they have. They have this cool green, it's called ash green, and they even have this awesome orange, like the backdrop you see here called sunset orange. But it's really cool to see it in white because it shows off all of the black accents and cool orange accents, a part of this TrailSport package. So let's go ahead and take a look at all the details while we're here up front, right? So what's really cool is that, although this car is kind of based off of the Honda Pilot chassis and platform, it really has its own unique look and feel from the Pilot, which, the first generation was a little bit more close, but this one truly separates itself as a unique product. I mean, just let's go ahead and take a look at the hood. You obviously got some strong character lines. You kind of got this indentation here in the front. And then as you look at the grille, right, it's a really, really cool grille design, huge H mark up front. You got the TrailSport in orange off to the side. And then what I love is it says Passport, literally like stamped into the front fascia. So that looks really bold and rugged, the black grille design. And it just, fits right in between these awesome LED headlights. And as you guys saw in other parts of the video, on the TrailSport trims, you actually get, these DRLs are actually like an orange, right? And that's like to help with like better visibility in low light conditions. So that's really cool that that's kind of a built-in OEM function, right? As you look further down, there's obviously functional opening in the grills, things like that. You see LED fog lights. But again, with this being an off-road vehicle, let's talk about these guys right here. These orange hooks, right? These are, tow hooks. And they're really cool, right? Because Honda did like a special design with these where essentially, they're exposed there for easy access, but like in the event of like a crash or an accident, they're designed where these things will essentially just kind of like snap away and break off, right? So they won't like, injure someone. It's actually a really cool design, but I think they look awesome too in that orange. So, really, really cool rugged design up front. Let's go ahead and take a look here on the side. Admittedly, I don't have a lot of space to walk around, but let's get close here and see what we can check out. So let's check out these wheels and tires, right? Now, the car is dirty because it's going on an off-road course, and we're gonna actually go for a drive on that course here in a second. But these tires are not messing around, guys. So these are grabber all-terrain tires, right? General grabber tires, true off-road, really, really big tires too. These are 275 60R18s, right? So that's the thing. You want actually a smaller wheel size here, to help because you got a bigger tire package, right? And really cool, bold design. Again, everything's kind of dirty today, but we'll definitely come back when the car is cleaned up and do a full walk around. But you do get black lug nuts, the Honda logo. And again, I think it just looks really aggressive, and it's totally capable, right? If you actually look at the tread there, so really, really aggressive tread there, true off-road tires. So, and then you can see, basically from the front to the side to the rear is you have, very aggressive kind of like moldings across the bottom of the vehicle in this like plastic color, to like help, protection as you're going over rocks and like different terrain. And as we kind of just taken the entire side profile here, you can see it has a really boxy kind of like rugged design to it. Black door handles, black side mirror, but lots of features too. Those side mirrors are power folding. They got LED turn signals. They got cameras into it for the 360 surround camera, which also doubles as a cool safety feature called Trail Watch, and we'll show you how that works once we go inside. But up top even, you got those awesome roof rails that just take you to the back here. So let's go ahead and take a look. You can see here, it's really cool. This is actually like a plastic material up top, but that was designed like that on purpose. The idea was like here in the rear, you might want to like rest something along the side of the vehicle, like, some skis or fishing poles or whatever, and you can do that and rest them up there at the top in plastic, and that's actually really, really good because it doesn't like scratch the surface of the vehicle. So next, let's just kind of quickly check out the rear. Here you can see it is, just a complete departure in design from the last generation Passport. Has the big Honda logo there, the TrailSport logo off to the side, and again, the Passport is actually stamped into the rear tailgate as well. So that's a really nice feature. Now, as you work your way down below, you'll see features like parking sensors. You'll also see a integrated tow hitch and a really cool diffuser. But you're not going to find like exposed exhausts or like chrome finishers. They're actually hidden on purpose to help, with, departure angle and things like that. So all those things were taken into consideration to really make this like super aggressive off-road capable Passport. So with that, I think we've covered everything on the exterior of this new Passport. So next, let's quickly go ahead and take a look inside. All right, guys, here we are inside the 2026 Honda Passport TrailSport Elite. Really, really cool interior. Let's go ahead and take a look. You can get an idea of, the seats in here. Just an all-new design. Really premium design too. They say Trail Sport. It's nice. It's actually stitched into the headrest. You got orange stitching all throughout the seats, all the way top and down. You got a lot of adjustability. There's power for the driver and the passenger. You get some cool Trail Sport floor mats on this trim as well. And again, that orange stitching really carries out throughout the entire dash and area of the vehicle here. So a lot of premium materials inside. Here, as we kind of just peek in a little bit further, we'll show you the center console here. I'll get a better view in a second, but it's in a completely new design, given that this was a full redesign for the Passport. So let me go ahead and we'll look in the back, and we'll also give you a dead view of the center stack on this car. So here we go. You can see the entire dash now, and it's a really like new design, right? It's kind of not just a carryover of Pilot. There's obviously a lot of similarities there, but it's got some really kind of signature, unique Passport elements as well. So, look, you got the signature Honda steering wheel there, has the volume controls on the left, the ADAS controls, cruise controls on the right. But also you get a heated steering wheel, which is a nice touch. And down below at the bottom of the spoke there in black, you also see the TrailSport logo in orange kind of popping off of that with the orange, contrast stitching as well. So the steering wheel is really nice. There's paddle shifters as well. It feels great in your hand. So let's go ahead and kind of take a look here in the center stack. So, what's really cool is up below the center screen, and we'll kind of get to the infotainment here in a second, is if you look closely, is it actually says Passport, like kind of like embossed into that area there. So that's actually a really cool touch point. Obviously right to the left of that is the volume knob and power button. Down below is the engine start stop off to the left. And then here you've got like all of the HVAC controls, and they're like again, it's a lot of hard buttons. You have three-stage heated and ventilated seats for the front seats, dual zone climate, but physical controls, which is nice. You know, you've got a lot of automakers are putting everything in touchscreen, but in this case, there's a lot of physical controls, and they're high quality as well. As you scale back, you can see there's like a little area to store things. You got two USB-C charge ports, one for data, one for charging, as well as a 12-volt socket next to that. And then you've got a wireless charge pad, as well as a big space next to it. But it's not just another space. Like if you can see this in video, guys, so I'll try to like zoom in. You can see what they did is they actually like put like this, you know, trails, like these designs here onto this rubberized mat. So that's like a really cool touch point there. You also got some really cool like materials here over the cup holders. Looks really nice. You have Honda's typical push button gear selector. And then right behind that, you got a drive mode switch, which as you can see is like anodized in orange too. So that is just like a really nice touch to go with all these other accents. You got idle stop off, you got hill descent control. We'll actually show you how that works. You got electronic parking brake and brake hold as well. So real quick, let's kind of zoom back out. And, you know, off to the left here in the dash, this was something that was like added back in for the Pilot, but they carry that over to the Passport as well. And that's the fact that there's this like dash, like, you know, almost storage space here. It's like a big cubby that's cut out, but it's nice because you could actually put a lot of things in there, you know, just as easy, you know, easy reach for you. So let's go ahead and take a look over at the center stack. We'll show you some of the graphics later, but you do get a 10.2-inch full digital instrument cluster that's customizable. And in this case for the Passport, it shows you a lot of cool readouts as well. So we'll kind of show you that later. The roll and pitch and all that stuff is in there. Looks really, really premium. Here in the center, you do get a 12.3-inch full color touchscreen display, and it does have Google built in, and of course Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility as well. So, you know, just because this is like your rugged vehicle, you're not skipping on any like, you know, premium features, right? You get all your connectivity, all of your safety, but you still get all of that off-road capability built into just one really good package. And as you guys know, I love music, so what's great is on this trim you actually get the 12-speaker Bose premium sound system as well. You can actually see the Bose, you know, tweeters there up in the A pillar, so that's really nice. And one other thing that's nice is that on the top here, you've got this huge panoramic moonroof that opens up, and it's really big. It's nice. There's actually a power shade as well. So I mean, that's the thing. It's great. There's a lot of premium features in this off-road vehicle. So that's everything in the front row. Let's quickly take a look at the second row. All right, guys, here we are with the second row of the Passport TrailSport Elite. Again, that same premium leather material, the orange contrast stitching, all of that makes its way into the second row as well. Really, really premium design. Tons of space back here, guys. You know, again, we'll do another video, a full true walk around video next time, but plenty of space back here, plenty of headroom. I'll show you here in the center is like your typical, you know, armrest design, two cup holders there. No problem to fit, you know, 5 adults in here. Really, really comfortable. You do get map pockets in the back here for both the driver and passenger, as well as these like extra pockets up here at the top. So that's a nice little feature. And then down here in the center stack, because it is tri-zone climate, you do get full access to the climate controls, as well as the 3-stage heated seats for the outboard seats. Down below that, you got USB-Cs, 2 of them for charging, and a 115-volt socket, so you like to plug in a laptop or something. So lots of connectivity back here in the second row as well. Same great materials there on the door, and you also get those manual rear shades that you could pull up if you want to, you know, get the sun out of your eyes. And there again is that huge moonroof that carries even over into the second row. So lots of stuff there. So let's see if we can check out the cargo space real quick. All right, guys, this is going to be quick, but here's the cargo space of the Passport TrailSport Elite. And actually behind the second rows, there's 44 cubic feet of space. So tons of space back here. This is a 2-row There's no third row here, but you have tons of space in the second row, lots of usability. They got some cool features back here. The walkaway auto close, 115-volt socket. There's storage areas off the side. There's a removable kind of cover that could also be used as a picnic table. There's these molly boards. There's tons of cool accessories that are going to be available for this Passport as well. But we're going to keep this video short. We'll come back and do a full entire walk around video in the near future. But that's the cargo space. So next, let's go ahead and quickly check out the powertrain. All right, guys, here's the powertrain of this Honda Passport TrailSport Elite. Now, this new V6 first appeared in the Honda Pilot a couple years ago when it had its major refresh. And now it comes here in this updated Passport as well. So this 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 makes 285 horsepower and 262 foot-pounds of torque, made it exclusively to a 10-speed automatic transmission and Honda's second generation IVTM4 torque vectoring all-wheel drive system. But of course, there's no better way than to prove that out than to get behind the wheel. So next, let's go ahead and take this thing for a drive. All right, guys, here we are inside the Honda Passport TrailSport Elite. And we're gonna go ahead and take this thing for a drive. Now, this is a special course that we have set up here to showcase the off-road capabilities of this all-new 2026 Honda Passport. So the cool thing is I got some B-roll earlier, so I'm gonna show you as I go along the course what the actual car is doing here. So go ahead, put my seatbelt on. Definitely gonna need that for today. One of the cool thing is, and I'll show you this, is this has Honda's trail watch camera, right? So it essentially uses the 360 surround view camera to show you like what's ahead and what's on the other side of a hill when you can't see. And so again, the course today is essentially set up to demonstrate that, right? So there's 3 or 4 different obstacles and then a major hill that we'll cover here. And I'm gonna be driving solely in trail mode. So here we go. I'm gonna set off here. It's pretty crazy, guys. Like there, it's like blind, like literally like can't see the other side. It is trippy, but this thing just like totally scoots over it. Like you know, outside of the visibility, and again, like the camera here is like super helpful, but we're gonna go over this next one, and it's like, you know, it basically feels like, you know, you're about to like fall over, like literally just like kind of like tip over, and like, you know, at the same time when you do, it's just like, actually I gotta be careful here because I'm like, gotta watch out for the cones. Like there's a special course set up here, but like as you come over these like hills, the car literally in several situations like basically carries like 1 wheel or 2 wheels even like off the ground. Like it's pretty amazing stuff. And you know, you don't have to like hit a bunch of buttons, you don't have to like do all this stuff. Like essentially you just tell the car like, okay, keep going, you know, basically all of the systems do it for you. Now I know there's some people that might want to turn off all the diffs and change things to kind of like, you know, make it feel like you're really off-road and doing it. But for someone like me that's a beginner especially, it's super nice. And I feel like even if you're not a beginner, like there's still something to be said just about having the confidence that the car is going to do what it needs to do and figure it out. And the cool thing is like in this case, like literally like I have like wheels off, I'm like tipping over, and it's just crazy, right? The articulation that I'm getting here, and it just feels effortless, like what I'm actually able to do. And this is my first time going over it, hence me missing the first cone. But yeah, here's like going up over this like hill. I mean, this hill is crazy, like can't see the other side. So I'm literally looking at the camera because I don't know what's going on. And so essentially here I'm coming down this other side, and so now I have hill descent control on. And so, yeah, it just kind of like modulates on its own, like don't even like have to hit the brakes, but it still feels scary. And you get down to the other side and it's just like this smooth landing. And then you just give it a little bit of gas and then all of a sudden you're done with the hill descent control, and then you're back on your way. So like, it's super cool, like, you know, using Honda's iVTM4. It's their second generation of their all-wheel drive system. You know, it has the ability to send up to, you know, 70% of the power to the rear wheels, and then distribute that between the outboard wheels up to 100% either side. So like, you know, you really feel what it's doing, but like I said, you don't have to do anything. And so I think that's a killer feature. I think it, you know, just gives you tons of confidence in driving this car too. So let us know your guys' thoughts and comments down below. Let us know if you like this type of stuff. We're happy to bring more content to you. And then the cool thing is for those that can actually come out to Honda's different events on campus, they actually have this set up at their, you know, bi-monthly Cars, Bikes, and Coffees event. Not at every one, but sometimes they showcase their new products. So you might get a chance to experience it for yourself. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this drive video. All right, guys, that's a wrap. What did you think of the 2026 Honda Passport TrailSport Elite? Is this the most capable off-road vehicle in this segment? Let us know your guys' thoughts and comments down below. Let us know if you want us to do a full drive review on this car like we normally bring to the channel. And let us know if you want to see other trims or other off-road competitors to this new Passport TrailSport Elite. We're happy to bring it to you. So if you've joined us before, thank you so much. But if you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that bell to subscribe to come back for more. Thanks, and we'll see you at the next episode.